Hi, Uncle Awesome here again. Some time ago I got the Compaq Presario 425 in the mail, but it was broken, it broke during shipping. The CRT portion of it broke, but the PC portion of it right here is still working. Sadly, I threw away the CRT because I was unable to repair it, but the CRT portion gave power to the motherboard with these pins here, and I didn't measure the pinout. So I need to figure out how to, well, I need to figure out the pinouts here for the video and for the power. So I think this will be very difficult to do, but let's boil a cup of coffee and let's get to work. Okay, so I need to start disassembling, and I'm sorry about that fridge. It will stop eventually. Oh my god. Okay, I think I stopped the first noise. So what I'm going to do here is that, well, I have found the schematics for the Cirrus Logic chip that is in here, or the datasheet. It is the Cirrus Logic 5420. So I have to see if I can follow the RGB pins from that chip to the pinouts. And also we know what type of voltage these cables use, so we'll try to follow the pinouts, or check the continuity between the pins here to these contact points here, to figure out which pin gives what voltage and what is the ground and such. So here I have written down 1 to 18, because there are 18 pins here. So when I find, let's say, ground, I will write down what pin ground is. And ground is the easiest thing to find. Put it there. Just find this little screw metal thing here, or you can use something like here, yeah, this for example, and I'll check the continuity. 1, 2, 3, okay, pin 3 is ground, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 volts ground, and this one is usually yellow, so 12 volts. We'll go in like this. So these two are ground, and this one is 12 volts and this one is 5 volts. This is ground. Yeah. And what did I say? 12 volts. Oh, pin 1 is 12 volts. 12 volt. And pin 2. Actually, there are pins on the back side also. And that, not sure if it's the same pins or if they go to something else. Is this the same as the one on top? No. So I have the schematics or datasheet or pinout for this chip. And have to check the continuity between first the red says red. That's the fourth down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is possible. Perhaps the other side. How am I supposed to measure the continuity between? This is a little bit difficult still. Jesus. So it's not directly connected to the pins, so now it goes to some other stuff, perhaps our resistors and stuff first. So I have to follow the trace each step of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was a clumsy way of working. I couldn't find the schematics for the motherboard online, so I took a picture of the motherboard from both sides and opened them in Photoshop. I also downloaded an image of the pinouts for the graphics chip. I flipped the picture of the underside of the motherboard, then used tools like scale, skew, rotate to align the boards together. To make this a lot easier, make sure the motherboard is at the exact same place for both pictures. I also placed the image of the chip above the chip of the motherboard, so I can see the pinouts that way. Here you can see I make a mark over a trace that seems to end there. Then I look at the other picture and you can see where it goes. I make a new ring, select the picture of the front of the motherboard again, and I can follow the trace to the pin. You can also use the magic wand and click on the trace so it's easier to follow. So it's nice to have some trash laying around, so you can find connectors like these. So I'm going to remove that one and find the pinouts and attach it to this motherboard. So I've connected the female connector to this cable to check the pinout here basically. And if I test continuity, we can see that this pin on top there corresponds to this pin on top here. And this one will be at the bottom, in the bottom here. Okay. So here I have found the pinouts for 15 pin T-sub male. So pin 1 is top left, and then it's 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So I have some colored cables here. First is red, so I'll take the red one and solder it to pin 1. So I have soldered all of the cables I'm going to attach. There are certain cables I don't know, like monitor ID and such. But now I'm going to add some glue here to make sure there will be no short. Just a little bit. So let me see, red is pin number 4. I suddenly realized I should have the cables this direction instead, because the cables are supposed to go from the front to the back. But you know, you live and learn. So I'm wondering, there's continuity between all the 5-volt cables here, which they are supposed to be. The same thing here. But connecting them to a power supply, do I connect each of these cables to their separate lanes and then have a parallel connection between different 12-volt outputs and 5-volt outputs from the power supply? I don't know. So here are at least 2 different hard disk things. So let's test out the yellow. Whoops. Yellow. Okay, so they are already connected. What about... yeah. Which was from the ATX plug, so... I think I can just plug in and I'll be fine. Okay. What will happen now? Well, it didn't blow up. The monitor turns green. Hey, it's working! Yoo-hoo! Let's connect the disk drive and the keyboard. Click. So cool! You know, I did not think that this would work. It's strange, I cannot actually remember this BIOS. F3, exit, yeah. Cool! It says Compaq on the Windows there. Kan nicht laden. Why? Wolf 6. Okay. Forest, CD, forest. No, why is there nothing here? Okay. There's a lot of stuff here. But why wouldn't it start? I don't know. Nah, it's not doing anything. Okay, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is part 1. I will make part 2, and that's going to take a bit long time because I need to make some sort of a case for this, and yeah. I need to call it something like Presario 425 Reborn, or I don't know. Well, thank you for watching, and please subscribe so that I can get to 1000 subscribers. That would be very nice. Okay, goodbye.